Welcome to another amazing episode of the Mixtape Queens podcast. As always, we are your hosts, Amanda
and Elise.
We are the Mixtape Queens. Thank you so much for tuning into our podcast. If you're new here, thank you for coming. If you've already been here before supporting us, you know we have the deepest gratitude for you.
Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. And be sure to drop a comment and let us know what you think about the podcast.
We'd like to take a minute to talk about our brand new merch that just launched. We have our Spread the Music shirts available at mixtapequeens.com. You can go there and you can shop all of our items. All of our merchandise is up on our website.
Thank you so much for your support. We are on a mission to spread music and spread love around the world because we believe that music is universal medicine and a catalyst for change. So if you'd like to make a contribution to our mission, please go to mixtapequeens.com and click donate. There's also a link in the description below.
And don't forget to go and hit that follow button on Instagram at the Mixtape Queens.
And if you didn't know that Amanda and I also make music ourselves, we have a new song out right now. It's called Gouda. It's streaming on all platforms. We'll also have a link to our song Gouda in the description below. So please make sure to check it out and let us know what you think.
If you didn't know, the Mixtape Queens also curate many playlists on all different platforms. We have country, rock, reggae, pop music, hip hop, every genre you could think of. If you're interested in hearing any of our playlists, hit the link below.
And if you make music and you'd like to submit your song to our playlist, free music submissions are open. It's completely free to submit your music. Just go to mixtapequeens.com and click on Submit Music.
Or hit the link below.
It's totally free. And we listen to every submission that we receive. Today we interviewed a young queen out of Brooklyn, New York.
Sweet!
Let's go.
Enjoy the episode. Today we have a sensational guest who's been shaking it up in the music industry since 2022. Known for her cutting-edge lyrics and flair, she's been captivating the hearts and souls of young adults across the inner city. Okay? Hailing out of Brooklyn, New York, but based out of New Jersey. And she's about to take the stage at the Coney Island Art Wall concert. Okay? Period. Sharing the spotlight with 41 and Cash Cobain, fresh off the release of her latest tracks, Level and Checkout, she's here to share her journey with us. So please welcome this beautiful queen. Sweet! Let's get it. Welcome, queen.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
I'm so
absolutely.
excited.
So, can you tell us about yourself and your life growing up and how that unique heritage that you have, plays a part in your music journey?
Yes. So, I was born in Brooklyn, New York. I grew up in Bed-Stuy. So after Bed-Stuy, I eventually moved to Queens, and then from Queens, I ended up in Jersey. I definitely would say that my music, I've always been into music since I was younger. Like I felt like it was just a talent that was just given to me. Throughout like high school, middle school, and elementary school, I've been in choir. I've auditioned and I've done many how can I say performances for like my school and other schools. So I've always just been inclined when it comes to the music aspect. I actually just started in 2022 actually pursuing what type not what type but actually pursuing music and actually using my attributes, because I started realizing like it's like what's one thing I would do that I could do every day and I get paid for it? Sing. You sing in the shower, you sing in the car, you sing like I'm always singing. So that's definitely where my music stems from. but I come from a Korean background. I'm also East Indian. I'm African American. I'm Irish. It's a lot. So, but I'm mainly Korean and I'm black. And so in my music, I tend to say a lot about my Korean heritage, and it comes from my mom, my mother's side. So we're really strong when it comes to our Korean heritage. And I just want to pursue that and push that more into the industry to let them know, like, we're not only K-pop, like, we do rap, we rap too.
Period. I know that's right, honey.
Yes.
People love to put you in a box when they think they know who you are without even getting to know you. That's like reading a book and thinking you know everything about the book, but you didn't even read nothing but the cover of it. So, yes, Queen, we love to see it, love to see the diversity. I love that you are repping your heritage so beautifully like that. And I did hear it in your songs. I love me some loving.
Right? I hear about that.
Okay, because I was just thinking that right before we got on here. I was like, how you think you
You're
know my
right.
loving? It's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah, we love it. So being from New York, being a rapper isn't something that's taken too lightly. Do you remember the first time you rapped, and where did you pick up that talent from?
Yes. So, hmm. Well, mainly I got it from my siblings. I've always been into writing. I've always been excelled when it comes to English language arts. So I've like when it came to like any essay, anything, it was easy for me to write. I love poetry. I just love the art of, writing. So, I think that helped me when it came to my lyrics and just having a great sense of vocabulary and being able to rhyme words that normally wouldn't rhyme. And with that, being around my siblings, I have an older brother and an older sister. Being around them, my brother used to be into music, so he had his own like whole music setup, and we would go downstairs and literally in the basement and just make music. Like we would just put on random beats and just rap. And my sister, she actually took it seriously, and of course, I'm the little sister. I'm gonna look up to her. So it basically motivated me to turn my writing, my me being excelled in writing to me being excelled in writing music as well, rapping.
Absolutely. Oh, I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, I
It's
love
a
it.
family affair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you got the momager, you got the other artist, brother or sister.
Yeah.
Girl, you just was a masterpiece waiting to happen.
Yeah. So speaking of this, like you said, the art of language and the art of storytelling. Um,
Yes.
y'all kind of just started freestyling in the basement, like you said. What is it now in the process of writing a song? Like when you sit down and you write a song, how does that process come about? Do you start with a beat? Sometimes you start with lyrics. How do you do it?
Me personally, I start off with a beat. I have to hear a beat. I'm very like I love rhythm. I love like hearing a rhythm. So as soon as I can hear any type of rhythm or any melody, then I can create off of it. Um I I sometimes like say I feel emotional and I'm writing more of an R&B type of song. Sometimes I'll come with the lyrics first because I'm already just dumping off how I feel. So it'll come with the words, but I personally feel like doing it with the beat first is definitely easier. Because you're already hearing the flow. You don't have to find the flow.
Period.
Right.
I love that.
Yeah.
I
Me
love
too.
that.
I'm the same way too.
I'm the opposite. I need to hear the beat, and then if I hear it 60 times, I have an entire song. So,
Right.
that's about it for me.
Right.
But so I heard that you're an anime fan.
Yes, I am.
Okay, we're about to get into some good stuff here. Okay, so give me your top. I won't make it too hard for you. Give me
Okay.
your top five.
Top five. Okay. These are not in order, but I'm just gonna name five of my top anime. Number one, of course, I'm gonna go with Demon Slayer off the top of my brain. If you've been tuned into Demon Slayer, you already know what's going on. Infinity Castle is gonna be crazy. Jujutsu Kaisen, definitely, that's a banger. Hell's Paradise, that's three. Um, what else can I say? Inuyasha, that's my first anime I ever got into. I love Inuyasha. And I would say for the last one, let's see if I can bring something that nobody really knows. Mm, I'm gonna go. I can't even think of one that nobody knows. I'm gonna just say Sword Art Online. That's a really good one.
Wow, I haven't heard anybody give that answer before. Okay,
Oh wait, I
first of
have
all,
to say
shout out to
one
you.
more.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
My Hero Academia. I can't forget
Oh,
that
I
one.
like that one. I like that one. Okay, so I do have to give a shout out to you for giving a crown to Inuyasha because don't nobody want to talk about my guy like that. But okay, he put the business in
I'm
business.
seeing.
Okay, he was hands first, questions later.
Right.
Okay, and don't even get me started on his brother. He was even more ruthless. So let's get it. But yeah, Inuyasha was the stuff. I think for me, it will. I don't know. For me, I feel like Naruto will always have a place in my heart.
Yes.
Just like as my number one. I don't know. Outside of Inuyasha, then you got Cowboy Bebop.
Oh
Then you
yeah,
got,
Cowboy Bebop.
you
Yeah.
know, I love me some Ghost in the Shell when it first came out. Like that was
Oh,
like
I never heard of that one.
nice. Or Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist is dope.
It was pretty disturbing at first, but I got through it. And Attack on Titan. I love me some Attack on Titan. That was fun.
Yes.
But yes, shout out to the anime girlies that's about to watch this and be like, yes, okay, talk some more about our
Right.
um, mm, just saying, need more of that in the world.
Yeah, and I think it'd be cool if you put some of that in your songs.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, we're totally obsessed with Megan Thee Stallion's.
I was living for all those Naruto lines.
Yeah.
She was dropping off. I was like, oh no, not a Sasuke Abby. Lord, wait a minute.
Yeah, I think we need more of that too. And because, it's so popular all over the world, that's just another way to tap into your international audience.
That's true.
That is very true.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So go ahead and tell us more about your influences, this time in the area of music. Who are some of your top musical influences?
My top musical influences, I would say, is so when it comes to like what influences my music, it's a lot of things. It's like it comes with looks, it comes with the vibe that this person gives off, or the lyrics that they put out, and it's just a mixture of basically different takes of different artists. So, like for instance, Saweetie. Everybody says, "Oh, you look like Saweetie." I didn't choose to look like Saweetie, but I do love Saweetie's style. Saweetie is so beautiful. So like when people do mention Saweetie, I'm never like, I don't look like her. Like, yeah, yes, thank you. Like I look like her. I do definitely love Saweetie. No matter who hates on her music, she continues to keep pushing. So I like to keep that attitude towards my career. Um, Nicki Minaj, I love Nicki Minaj. I feel like she's so different. Like she's able to change her voice, change who she is. If she's Nicki today, she's Roman tomorrow, or she's Nicki Hendrix, or she's Nicki Minaj, or she's Onika Mirage. She could be anybody she chooses to, and she fits the character completely. And I feel like that's very interesting. Like me, I'm also a surprise character, a surprise factor. So I've always been into changing my voice in my music, or this part of the music, I'm talking about how I'm a bad bitch, but this part I want to talk about how I be in my feelings too. So, definitely I would say Nicki Minaj. I love Coyle Ray. Coyle Ray, I feel like she makes me feel like I could be more myself. Um, the vibe that she gives off is very cool, calm, collective. Like I'm getting my money and I'm getting by, and I'm talented while doing it, and that's also a persona I want to push as well. So it's just a bunch of, it's a bunch of different things from different artists I can say that add up to make me who I am.
I love that combination. It's real like fun and expressive and just like really showing people who you are, but also making sure that you're setting an example of somebody that
Exactly.
is comfortable in their own skin. That's really important. I feel like for other young people to see and be like, wow, okay, well, she can be
Right.
herself, then I can damn sure be myself
Exactly.
and love it and live in it and express myself without any
Hmm.
what is it called? Shame.
Yes.
I feel like it's shame that people have over who they truly are and they hide it and it just becomes such this big
Thank you.
feeling. So I think that's beautiful that you do that.
Yes, I love that. And the confidence is
Thank you.
Top tier.
yes, it's at the forefront of your music. And speaking of that, topics and uh, well, let's put it this way. I would like to know what are some of the important topics that you may or may not have put in your music yet that you would like to cover. I think confidence is one that shines in your music. Can you give us anything else that interests you that is an important topic to you? Maybe even a social justice idea that you would like to voice out for your music.
Yes. So, well, a couple things about me is I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer girl. So, for all my gamer girls out there, I'm a gamer girl as well, and I'm actually pretty good. I'm into Pokemon, so my favorite starter I would say from Pokemon is Oshawott. So, if we have any water type lovers, Oshawott over here. Um, I do want to speak on the type of music that's being put out nowadays. Unpopular opinion, but it might be popular depending on your perspective. I personally feel like the picture that's being pushed out onto girls, and I'm saying girls and not women because the only true way to continue being successful and have such a long run in this industry is to make music for the youth. And I feel like the music that's being made for the youth isn't for the youth. Don't let that go over your head. And what I'm trying to push is that you can be confident. You don't need a BBL. You don't need to do all this stuff. You don't need a lace front. You don't need all of this to be beautiful, to be that girl, to have money, and that's basically what I want to push. No hate towards anybody that is in the industry that makes that type of music. It's just I feel like it isn't the best for the youth, and the youth is what we need to indulge into better. They're the future. So I'm the future. We're the future. We're all the future. So, in order to make a better future, it starts with the youth.
Absolutely. It really does. And I like that you said that because at the end of the day, when we're all gone, they're going to be left with the message that we left behind. So to push, I don't want to say a narrative, but to push a certain perspective onto someone young that's whose mind is still developing, emotions are still developing into a certain narrative with our music, with our artwork, it influences. It influences in so many different ways we probably don't even understand yet. So I 100% agree with that.
Yes, I think it's really refreshing to hear that because I agree, and it's not just any certain generation, right? There's just this oversaturated, materialistic, just kind of like almost like shaming others to make oneself feel more important. And I think you're right. I think the youth especially needs more of those deeper topics. Now we're in a time where after this global sickness that we all face together, and even just the politics that are happening all around us, we're in a time where we really have to dig deeper into what we're here for, why we're all communing on this planet together, whether we're spiritual or religious or feeling one way about, everybody has a different opinion or a different
reason, but I think it's just so important for us to come together. And music
Definitely.
is one of the biggest ways to do that. Music is the glue that holds us all together,
Yep.
and music is medicine. Yeah, that's why the mixtape
Period.
queens are here, and that's why we do what we do, because we
Right.
don't just play music; we prescribe it. We believe music is a catalyst for change. So, tell us more about that. Can you tell us how music has influenced your life and how it is shaping your future?
Yes. So, um, like you said, music is medicine. So, like for me, growing up all the time, even now, like I just when I'm sad, I'll listen to my favorite sad song. It'll make me feel better. If I'm happy, I'll listen to my favorite happy song. It'll make me feel happy, you know. And I've always felt that way about music. I could listen to like it's an instrumental. If I'm having the worst day ever, I will forget about it just because music is playing. And that's another reason why I always thought music I always knew that music was a gift to me. And ever since I started pursuing it, the doors have been opening without me even touching the doorknob. So it's I can say like, oh yeah, this person helped me here, this person helped me here, but that's not the case. It's just because I was gifted the voice or the talent for music, and I'm using it in the proper way so I can spread information, spread good information, spread positive information, that these doors open for me without me even knowing the door is there. So I would say that music really impacts me more of a spiritual way than materialistically, physically.
I love that answer. Yeah. And that hits home for, not just us, for like a lot of people. You know, I know there's so many people that have said that music has saved their life, literally. They were on the brink, heard a song that they never thought they would hear in that moment, and it changed the trajectory of their entire life. Some of them even became music artists because of it, saving their life, and have actually done the same thing with their music that song did for them, for somebody else. It's crazy how that, yeah, it's energy, it's a frequency. Yeah. So that's beautiful. Yeah, it's powerful. So, okay, so speaking of this topic, as we know it, not just the music itself can be, like we said, it can be very materialistic and superficial. Not just the music, but the music industry itself. And being a young queen in this industry, you're out there experiencing a lot of different events. You're doing shows, you're touring. You have over 100,000 followers. Um, how do you keep yourself grounded as an artist? And what are some of the things that you do on a daily basis to keep yourself grounded and focused on being the truest version of yourself?
That's a great question. Actually, so but I like to ground. So like literally, like I literally ground. I literally go to parks or I go to where there's a large plot of grass and I'll just take my shoes and my socks off and I'll ground and I'll reconnect with the earth basically. That's literally truly probably the only way that I can keep my schedule clear or just keep my brain clear, keep my space clear is by grounding and returning back back to the soul earth. You know, a lot of times I have to go to parties, I have to do promotions, I have to go to this place, go to that place. I gotta do a lot of these things. And it's like, it's draining. It's very draining. And it's like, I love it. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love performing. I love doing music, but it is very draining, this industry. And the best way for me to just get back on my feet and just snap like that is to just go ground and eat fruit. I eat a lot of fruit. I eat a lot of acai bowls. Yeah, like I'm pretty healthy. I just try to treat my body very very with much care because I know that too much nightlife or just being too deep in that industry without a balance it will be it's a really big toll. It's a really big toll to take.
Yeah, it is.
I love
Because
that.
you can do so much damage to your system, not just by, obviously eating certain things or, drinking all the time, but just the environment that you're in, that you're constantly putting yourself in the middle of. And I think that is one of the most powerful things that you can
Exactly.
do is a form of grounding, or as these, new kids like to call it, earthing. Like like your ancestors weren't just walking around barefoot anyways, just earthing.
Your thing,
Okay.
that's what they call
Right.
it.
Well,
And let's talk about that real quick, because I know there's some people watching
Right.
this now like, oh, these hippies are just, out there getting their feet dirty. But okay, let's just ask you, we're in the time of information. Just go Google it. Do a little bit of research before you judge. And let's just say, let me tell you right now, Amanda and I, we are grounding every single day. And we step outside into the grass, and let me tell you, it has helped with everything in our life. Not just giving us mental clarity, helping with anxiety, any type of depression, but it also helps with pain. And there is a science to it. It was rediscovered first in the 90s, more recently. I can't remember the guy's name, but I'm sure people can look it up. And this man did hundreds and hundreds of case studies. He's a doctor, scientist, and he literally studied that there are positive ions in the earth that come up from the earth, and we've been disconnected from it because we're walking around our house on carpet. We put on our rubber shoes, walk to our car, drive to an office or a building that's stories above the ground, and we come home and sleep in a bed. We're almost never touching the ground. So, try it before you knock it, and see for yourself. And I'm a big believer in grounding.
just to give an example of what grounding can do for you, if you have ever remembered as a little kid playing with no shoes on outside on the grass, that was the happiest you probably ever were, was in that moment. And that's because it does something for the spirit, it does something for the body, and it does something for the mind. So,
Definitely.
fact is a fact.
Yes. Yes, that's huge. And a big shout out to your momager, okay, your manager,
Period.
and Miss Coco. She is a beautiful queen,
A boss.
and we just love her. You are so blessed. Can you tell us more about how important it is to have a manager and to have a team?
Thank you.
People who support you, and a lot of people out there right now. Some people aren't lucky like you. They may not have the mom that cares about their music. But maybe they're looking for a manager or somebody to be on their team. Can you tell us how important that is to have a team and to be team building as an artist?
Yes, so having a team is very important. If I didn't have my team, I don't even think I would have made it this far. Number one, having a team gives you discipline and motivation. So you have some people, there you have people that's gonna be hitting you up day to day. Hey, did you make new music? Hey, did you do this? Did you post? Did you post that? That's what my manager, my engineer, and my producer does for me. Some days where I feel like I'm slipping off, here come my producer, Nino. Nino's like, oh yeah, also make sure y'all check into my producer, Nino. Instagram is FW_Nino. He's definitely so dope. He makes all my beats and they hit every time. But shout out Nino because Nino will call me, he will FaceTime me and be like, listen, did you write to that song? Are you going out to this event where the celebrities are going to be? Are you going here? And he makes sure no matter if I'm having a bad day, I do what I gotta do because at the end of the day, it's not about today, it's about the future. We do everything today to prepare for the future. So I'm not gonna sit here and be mad today. So I'm gonna mess up my opportunities. As for my manager, she makes sure she books everything. Everything that I do, she books. She makes sure I'm booked and busy. It's never a time where I can just unless I'm grounding, of course I take my days to ground. But if I'm not grounding, I'm working. So I'm always working, always working, always doing something. So I love my manager for that. You know, it's never a month. It's never a month where I'm gonna just be sitting around waiting for a performance. Like they come in like this, day by day. I'll get a new flyer. Hey, you're doing this. Hey, you're doing that. I'm like, oh, okay. So, actually, having a team is very important. If you don't have a team, listen, don't fret. It's okay. The team will come along the way. My team didn't just, spawn the day I wanted to make music. It took time. Just don't rush to have a team. You want to make sure you know who's in your team and that you can trust who's in your team because in this industry is crazy and it's not for the weak hearted.
It is not. It is not. That is straight facts, and I hope y'all heard it. Listen, if this is not your dream, if you are not completely sure with all your heart that this is you, and you know that that's you, figure out what it is that you really want to do that sparks you in a way that makes you feel like I can't live or breathe without having this in my life.
Yeah, big shout out to Coco and Nino. We all need those accountability partners and friends. Like you said, the team doesn't just happen overnight, but start finding somebody on your family, your friends, and your inner circle, and you know put them on to what your intentions are, and let them know what you could use help with, and you never know who might show up.
Right.
Yeah, you never know who might show up for you. Even nowadays, I mean, the way we have it, a lot of times strangers will even support us more than our own family.
Mm-hmm.
And so you never know who's out there and who's rooting for you, right?
That's facts.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Those are cold hard facts right there.
Okay. Facts, yeah. Super blessed with that. So. Okay, so we want to know more about what you have in store. What can we expect to see from Sui? What are you working on, and what are some upcoming things that we want to look out for?
Yes. So the checkout video, the music video for checkout will be coming very soon. We're working on it right now. So definitely, if you guys are waiting for that, pretty girls get their own money, so don't act funny when we got checkout video. It's coming. Also, I am going to be hosting a all-female artist performance in Vegas. It's a Girls on the Scene tour. I actually have the link to where you can get the tickets, and also DM me for info on Instagram if you have any further questions. But the link for the tickets is in my bio. I'm inviting all the girls everywhere. I don't care if you're not from Las Vegas, because if you buy the ticket, it covers your flight, it covers your stay, and it covers your food. So, like I said, any more info, just let me know. I'm just working on more music right now and just trying to find what's my sound, just experimenting with all different types of sounds. We have a sexy drill song coming, so if anybody's into that sexy drill, just tune in. We have that on the way. And yeah, doing a lot of work and getting some performances together. But everything will be posted on my Instagram, which is in Sui We Trust, so you can just check it out there.
Period.
Yes.
Sweet. We trust. Okay. Make sure y'all tap in with this beautiful queen and go follow her on Instagram. Find her everywhere. YouTube. Are you on Threads? Are you on X?
TikTok.
Are you on TikTok? Okay, well you're gonna find me everywhere because the links is gonna be down below. Yep. So make sure y'all tap in, click the links down below. Go follow Sue. Listen to her music, stream her music. Go support this amazing artist. This amazing young woman out here doing the damn thing. Okay, sweet. Okay, let's get it. Thank you so much, Queen, for joining us. Thank you for giving us your time. Thank you for spreading your wisdom, your joy, the things that make you happy, make you feel good, and expressing what your art does for you.
Yes, thank you. And I'm so excited to see what is in store for you in the future. You're always welcome here at the Mixtape Queens podcast.
And we just love you. We're sending you a lot of love. And yes, yes.